from this book called The Black Veils Vampire Edition. It is about, this is the book that um, I just want to stress the point that what you, the people on TikTok like to see who call themselves vampires are not real vampires. They're the people like the guy with that we're talking about fangs. You can get this at any vampire shop, at any scarecrow fan, any Spirit of Halloween or vampire fangs.com or any spirit or scarecrow fangs.com. You can get those anywhere. Um, and I'm also recording it for you, so if you didn't see it on live, you can see it there. I just want to. So I'm reading from here, from this book here. You can get this book at Amazon.com, or you can go to vampire.com and get this book there too. It is called Black Veils Master Vampire Edition, and you get, when you buy it, you get, my book is actually autographed by Father Thravash in it, so as you see right there, that's why I'm not having a background right now. I want to show you the book. And I also wear this. And any person who claims they're a vampire, if you don't see a vampire ankh like I wear sometimes, or this, they're not a vampire. We only wear our fangs as a glamour on Halloween and stuff like that. It's not, they're not real. They're fake. Okay? I just want to stress that point. And we're reading from chapter 8 today. So I'm going to switch to my background now, and then we're going to do that. So we're reading Black Veils Vampire Master Edition. And this is chapter 8 called Vampire, and this is chapter 8 called Vampire Gatherings. So I have to take off my glasses now because I cannot read without my glasses. One of my favorite characters from the Anne Rice books is actually Maharet, because she when she takes her glasses off, when she takes the victim, she always steals the eyes because her eyes are normally human eyes. They're so, and they decay over time. So she takes the vampire, she kills the victim, and then she drinks their blood. She doesn't have to kill him. I think she takes her eyes out because they're decaying, and then she puts them in because she was born blind. So when she became a vampire, she started taking people's eyes. It's really cool, this thing. I would do that myself, but I'm not but like I said, vampires are not like what you think they are. So we're reading Vampire Gatherings. Vampires are highly social and yet at the same time highly independent. Trained to organize them as easily as a herding cats. Many of the events are held in secret and are meant exclusively for vampires and their special guests. There's actually a vampire gathering happening in New Orleans right now coming in November called the Vampire Ball in New Orleans. If you go to the Evan by Ticket Shop, you can find it there. I usually list it on TikTok after the clip. After I make this clip of it. It's called New Orleans Vampire Ball. Let's go on, everybody can go and look for New Orleans Vampire Ball. It's really, I want to go there, but I don't have the money for it right now. Held in secret and mentioned because for vampires and their special guests. Other gatherings are more important and welcome those who wish to celebrate the vampire in stock. Each organization may have their own style, theme, and not all events follow the models presented here. Vampires and nightlife lenders still speak of the long black veil. 1997 to 2000. Participants in Mother Club in New York City, Meat Packaging District, the Fan Club in Los Angeles, Gala Nocturne in Belgium, the Anne Rice Vampire Ball in New Orleans, which is coming up soon, pretty guys, Dracula's Ball in Philadelphia, Vampire Ball PXD in Portland, and of course the Endless Night Vampire Balls around the world. The Endless Night one is coming in New Orleans right soon. So if you want to see real vampires, go to a ball. That's what I have to say. Um, Vampire balls are an instinct element of vampire culture and are the permanent event in the vampire culture. The balls can be seen as often places of celebrating experience the Black Wheel. The most famous example of such an event in the Endless Night is the Vampire. In answer to the question of what an Endless Night Vampire Ball is all about, the answer would be the Endless Night Vampire Ball is like a Venetian masquerade ball, meeting a vampire in court with the energy of the rock concert likened to burlesque cabaret. It is really cool. You actually have to see it on YouTube and TikTok, and sometimes they do it on TikTok and then Instagram. You'll see pictures of it. It is something you have to go to. I suggest that. They have inspired a style of events that mixes masquerade balls, pagan historical gathering, and fetish parties. The events with a secret strict dress code may often fire breather bands. I know a fire breather. I follow him on Instagram and stuff. DJ ballroom and even tango salsa music and dancing. An anti-team might be treated to Victorian and burlesque styles of dance and decor. Belly dancing performance as well as vendors selling the artistic unique wares. Vampire balls are important ceremonies and no self-respecting vampire would dare to appear out of elegant or high court attire, be it a self-made or an outfit made of a collection of articles that they shopped for in anticipation of the next event. The producers scrutinize and maintain the integrity of their dress code for all guest performers and staff. Others examples of vampire ball events have been held in many major cities throughout Europe and America, such as the Vampire Ball, PDXD in Portland, and the Common Gathering Ball in New Orleans on Halloween for the Anne-Rice fandom. Agora, a vampire dog. Within the Black Wheels, an Agora is a vampire louder or fangs are preferred, and the Black Wheels are experienced in alive. The purpose of the Agora is to provide a space for Black Wheel vampire culture to flourish within the halo. It's distinct court from a court saloon or haven that is informal and not organized with rituals and ceremonies. Agoras are formed intended for philosophy, culture, spirituality, art, musical creation, inspiration, and business to be the focus. The very term agora comes from the Greek word agora, which is a center public space in city, state, or state of Greece. Example of an agora of Athens turns means assembly or gathering space in the west of artistic, political, and spiritual life. Plato and Aristotle would be found commonly depicting lurking there in the agora. So we might go to virtues too today too. Historically, the first vampire agora was the Vampire Lounge of the Long Blackfield in 1997 to 2000, and a mother on 4000th Street, Washington, and West 40th Street in Gotham Halo, New York City. This took place in the Rosetta Room of Mother with its beautiful decor. The club strict and sophisticated dress code requirement made it the perfect event for our place where vampires and black swans could chat and connect. An agora that is organized by a creative host and may have the vibe of 19th century opium den, without the opium, of course. With pillow couches, loud music, hookahs, and cocktails. An agora is neutral ground where people can connect in real world event experience and intend to create high vibration for the entire vampire culture. Um, convening within the Blackfield tradition is a formal vampire banquet. It's a feast and is held for pleasure of sharing in good company, excellent food and conversation. The spirit of the feast is a much celebration of being within the chosen family that we have for being welcomed into honoring our vampire blood and putting aside conflicts in an effort to get welcome into honoring the vampire blood and putting aside conflict in an effort to get beyond differences and disagreements. Hailing from the Roman term communion, which is focused on the stand-up of the main mantle of the day. Such a Roman banquet was modeled on the usually connected on the Greeks and Gnomes imposing. A focus on the authentic opportunity to bring forth togetherness and living together by sharing food to bring forth a rising of standards for all participants are celebrating the battlefields of battle against classy, servility, and gourmet. Unlike the Roman version, which was based on hierarchy, the vampire convening is about celebrating diversity and raising collective standards by setting forth something of class. There are many variations of convening, ranging from organized meals in restaurants to particular potluck gatherings in parks and hosted meals in private homes of catered meals and halls. Each convening menu and location should be carefully selected to reflect and present to the culture and style of the region of where it is, how yet holding old global vampire tradition. Constants such as bottles of Bud Blast, including a mocktail version. For example, as present here, locally New Orleans would include crawfish, locally consumed music, and rituals reflecting honor of Boulacha, the spirit of New Orleans. I so want to go to New Orleans. And present here, and another resident spirit, the core, celebrating the history, music, resident performs, musicians or dancers, and of course, storytell, can be also philosophic and because with there's benefits for local charity or for patrons of the art. In the end, the convenience is a powerful experience to further prosperity of a local vampire culture. The Black Veil was inspired by adaptive stereo. Okay. Salon. A vampire court, also known as salon, is a known word within the vampire culture as a private gathering of members in a specific area of a region or for a set purpose of socialization, racial community, building an exertion, learning, astronomy, music. Quarterly events are different from vampire balls in that they are more intimate events, hidden in plain sight, close to the frame days that will and certain standards of an entry and to focus on the spirit and energy of gatherings. Other courts are of entry and to focus on the spirit energy of the gathering. Outer courts are semi-public events with standards of dress code. Within the courts are more private and only by the host. Courts can be held as one-off special events, annually, bi-monthly, and quarterly or monthly. The Turin court hails from romanticism of the vampire mythos. They're about fellowship ceremony and creating a sacred space where the individual are free to be themselves and the night side within the old school sanctuary model. Courts were inspired by the salon or historic and poetic gatherings of 19th century like Europe, Paris. Andy Warhol's hold up to the standard that set forth the Black of the family, romance, class, elegant ceremonies, seduction, mystery, secret rituals, magic, and nobility and community. One major misconception is that traditional court is a group of organizations in a historical reality is held at an event gathering, community influencers, skipper place akin to a town meeting, titles within the court are akin to Freemason and titles are only active within the court as a session or card flexi, active in duties, not a prescription of full powers over others. The first official vampire court saloon was the Court of Gotham in New York City, 1997. Founded as a simple cocktail party and meet up outside a long block field events where members of the vampire court could talk and slush out without loud music. Traditionally, an old school Sangorian Fort court continues the following elements: the host compare courteous rituals, readings. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a reading for you. I'm actually doing a vampire thing. I know. Purported literature, Blackfields, etc. will add a flared class and sophistication. Dress code, usually formal attire, hat, corset, vampire of all black is very common for a witch's Sabbath vibe. Charities or fundraisers are often held to raise money for the court or charities as their funds often. Banquets are usually endorsed by the court if they're members of the court. If you live in New Orleans or in not in New Orleans but in Las Vegas and stuff like that, I suggest you go and you want to become a part of a court. I suggest you go to Fanning Smith. If you can't afford the Fanning Smith, I suggest you go to Carico Fangs and buy them there. And then just buy one of these things online at Vampire in Macomb, or you can buy the ink online at vampirecourt.com. There. Seated is often the court while the no crest of ancient nobility born label pins, voodoo, via. My sigil is behind me, as you see. That's my sigil. And my sigil is also my ring. The spider ring. Performers are usually held including burlesque acts, belly dancers, as illusionists, etc. Mystics such as tarot readers and often forms of division usually set up to read within the court. I do tarot readings almost every Friday for every year, and so you're seeing doing a tarot reading. You're seeing my tarot reading. I do that on my self-lives, which is gonna be my self-live because I only have one day left until doing my sub-live again. So it'll be on my sub-live if you're interested. I'll also be posting it on YouTube now too. So if you haven't seen it there, you can see it on my sub-lives. Mystic says music is usually held in dark ambient, ritualistic, classic, gothic genre by guest or resident DJs. I actually want to become a DJ myself. I actually saw the Disney show Spin. I mean, it doesn't look too hard to learn. Gatekeeper, the music or master security responsible for the gates and enforces the dress code, holds guests and nest. Presentation of discussion, the circle or topic range from energy work to social dynamic. Banquet, okay. BSDM should be kept light sensory play with should be never goes vulgar. Okay, excuse me. Warning, have fun and be theoretical. And then there's a warning here. Have fun and be theoretical. Don't take things too seriously. Enjoy the glamour and beauty of the vampire myths and that stuff. See, even it says in the book, do not take vampirism literally. Do not believe what you see take these people literally who say they see vampires. We're not like that. Just please don't take that literally, okay? And that is all about the vampire meetings. So now we're getting on to virtues. I'm going to try to read as much as I can, and my voice is going, and then we're going to switch to a game. I'm hoping to play some more Dead by Daylight for you. And then But if not, then my voice is going right now. Vampire virtues are also in the red fields or the inspiration of medical physical vampires. The vampire anti-discrimination field is one of the most empowering strengths. We do not discriminate. We are not like other people who say, oh, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. You can become a vampire if you want to. It's just like in the pagan world, in Norse paganism and stuff. There is no discrimination. You can be any color you want. You can be anything race you want. There are different type of vampires, just like there are different type of religions around the world. There are Christian vampires, pagan vampires, witch vampires, any kind of vampire. We practice all that. I'm a vampire witch, like it says on my on the thing there. Vampires are empowered through their unity, which can be done, or however throughout the things that based on someone's genetic makeup or. Okay, I just told you about that. So I have to pause this for a minute. I'll be right back. Sorry. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My voice was going there for a minute. But my lemonade should help with that. So, we're continuing on reading. So, vampire virtues. Diversity. We went through that. Blood. Okay, do not drink blood. Blood is wrong. We for us it's symbolic. Blood is the life. Paragraph from Leviticus 17 is one of the most common quotes in the Bible. Associated vampires amongst the vampire of the black veils, however. This is a term has a different meaning with the blood represents. Blood represents the current of the family. Originally, the old English family was used as the term sanguine, never referred to members of that field as brothers and sisters, or formerly sorors and freighters. So, just like I said, we do not drink blood. Blood means family to us. So for me, it's like my brothers and my best friend and stuff like that. Blood is not what you think. Please do not acknowledge drink blood. We do not drink blood. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. Blood has iron in it, and if you drink too much of it, it will kill you. Because you get iron poisoning from it. Vampire chivalry. Chivalry, and that is the most important for us too. We are very, for me, always open doors for people. I always help people whenever I can. Vampire chivalry is to embrace both real and life, and both real life and realistic elements of historical service code of behavior, honor to all long-standing traditions of serving courtesy and honor, courtly love, personal nobility, and elegance. This remains a perfect expression of the Black Veils. Historically, chivalry was related to knighthood in the Middle Ages, focused on service to others, emerging as a military code. Johann Huizinga devoted several chapters of his book warning of the Middle Ages to chivalry and how often this affected the lives of those in the Middle Ages. He stated that chivalrous pride aspiring to beauty, formalized pride gives rise to the conception of honor, which is the pole of noble life. When exploring the conception of chivalry, historically and medieval literature, the main elements of chivalry include duty to others, countrymen, mercy, courage of war, valor, fairness, and promise to protect the weak, the duty to God, being faithful, obedience, or to not any God. The judgment to any goddess you believe in. For me, my duty is to Lilith and Hecate and Hela. I don't believe in the Christian God, but I believe in them because I commune with them sometimes through guided meditations. By treating them with their gentleness and grace. For the Black Veil vampires, chivalries have been modernized and are a set of inspiration in how to honor other vampires and how to behave in the mainline world. A serf vampire is a powerful and successful individual indeed. Still examples of knights include William Marshall, Godfrey Boleyn, and Bedford and Glossa. And so for me, like I just said, I'm always there. I always open doors for people and for the elderly and stuff like that. I let them go first. Gentlemen, the vampire gentleman is a manner of conducting oneself with standards that all gentlemen strive to achieve, along embracing the Black Veil of courtesy, chivalry, honor, love, and loyalty. Here are some traits of the quintessential vampire. Then has good manners, which is person always bearing way, speaking to and treating others. He knows what good manners are. He holds doors for ladies. He understands the customs of whatever he is to avoid lifting offending someone. That shall always show their best in action and deeds. Jen never talks about himself too much or outward speaking. Jen is cultured and able to speak on many subjects like art, culture, music, cinema, elements, history, and mythology. He should be well versed in at least a few diverse subjects in order to educate, entertain with content for conversation. The Jen is dressed well, according to magician, the Helicon crater. Voice is going again there. As well, according to magician, Dark and Terrible. The terrible court is magic. Magician is being the best dressed, but not most overdressed person in the room. For example, showing up to a pool party, don't wear a tuxedo and not too sloppy but standard. By looking good. The gem must be comfortable. Famed talk show host Johnny Carson had a line of suits in the 1970s always maintained that if you wear this suit, the suit doesn't wear you. And yet it needs to be comfortable in its clothing. The gent speaks without profanity and never raises his voice unless absolutely necessary. Chivalry is how you treat a lady or your companion. The dictionary defined virtuous as a common qualities expected of the everyone, especially courage, honor, courtesy, justice, and readiness to help the weak. Finally, the gent is discretion to be private and discreet. In all things, people respect discretion. Courtesy. Vampire courtesy is a fundamental black rule. It comes from the concept of the courtly manner expected of artistry from ancient to modern times. Many vampires are courtesy to embrace their level of etiquette decorum that is encouraged in the black reels. Courtesy behavior is a skill and exhibits extensive sophistication involving not only etiquette but also conversation, intelligence, and social powers. Examples of vampire courtesy that are part of the black reels include aesthetic chivalry, elegance, gifting, greeting, hospitality, and seduction. Many vampires also consider the concept of courting through their seduction as part of the slow and proper attacking the potential lover, business associate, or friend. Each courthouse in touch with the vampire culture will have their own etiquette. It is important to do your best to be educated on the house custom, to be a good host and an excellent guest. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to read this all today. Guys, sorry. I'm just gonna read about culture because my voice is still going away. So that's gonna be it for today. And then stay tuned. I'm going to be streaming Dead by Daylight again, hopefully. Vampires, no matter their background, are drawn to excellence and tastes. They can be expressed through such as rich avenues of history, museum. So this comes from an insatiable lot for life and all time no limit. And from the Latin culture, originated from color minting to cultivate. This is exactly what vampires do with a love of patterns integrated in social meanings and symbolic through which humanity is the capacity of to bring life. On an example, there is vampire culture, which is shared a set of attitude, values, goals, and practices that characterize the philosophy of vampires. The black veils are both elementary defined description of the culture vampire that have accumulated in most vampire age, which began in the early 1990s. Okay, my voice is going, so I really hope you enjoyed this reading of the Black Riddles. I will read some more tomorrow, maybe. And right now, I'm going to be switching to streaming Dead by Daylight because my voice is going away soon. And so we're doing that, and if you haven't seen this, I'm putting it on YouTube too, so check it out on my YouTube channel and subscribe there and check it out.